Hello, this is ZDs. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more Uncleared 2019 levels. By the time this one premieres, I'm sure we'll be under 20,000. Today I've heard that we are around 21,000. And I cleared 5 of them for you today, including this first one, which was a beast. This is one of the hardest levels I've ever cleared. And you'll notice that I'd already played it. I played it for about 40 minutes, and I got in this first room down pretty well. And I had understood the second room, and that's what I'm going to be working on. I had to stop it for a minute. But yeah, this is an extremely difficult, long level. Actually, it's not super long. It's only 300 seconds long. I don't know how the guy cleared it that quickly. But you'll notice that getting into this first room is simple, but then it's a dark level, and not honestly the worst dark level, but man, this level would be improved enormously if it weren't dark. And you see I failed there. Basically what we have to do is ride on this spike top, and then there are note blocks on the sides. They drop bombs which explode, and then you'll notice a fire bar to the right. It changes the pathway for that fire bar. If you do it correctly, it will follow you all the way to the top of this level. And you notice I just take damage there. You are allowed to get hit once, and if you get hit twice, you're dead, because there's a damage boost section up ahead. Yeah, dodging these piranha fireballs is not easy. So we're past the bomb section. Then there's a couple other switches we have to hit. And then you get up here and there's a bomb ladder. I am awful at bomb ladders, and he doesn't even set it up really. Usually you'd use a muncher to set it up. But yeah, I spent a very long time trying to get past this. I'm not going to show a lot of tries on this level because these sections are very, very long. But that's the first section. That took me, I'm sure, well over an hour. I think this whole level probably took me about 4 hours. The second section, you see that there's a platform raising cannons up. And this took me forever to get down, because it's not not very easy to read. And it's dark. If it weren't dark, it wouldn't be too bad. But there are, again, bombs on the sides of these walls. You shoot them with fire, they explode. 3 sets of them give you keys. The ones on the left give you keys. The ones on the right turn on off blocks. And here's I'm going to show the winning run of this one. Like I said, I could spend forever. I spent 4 or 5 hours playing this level, I swear to God. And it's, you know, I've given up in the past. Last video I included a couple of failures. When I know I can't beat something, and I tried a lot on those levels that I failed on too, don't get me wrong. I knew I could beat this if I just kept at it, and I'd hate to leave it for somebody else when I know I can get it. And plus it's difficult, and I like to have that content. But yeah, you get to the top of this, and then you go to this next room. Again, you can get hit once. But you can't really, because if you you know, if you don't have firepower, you can't shoot those bombs. And then you get to this section, another bomb ladder section, and there are 2. Again, not set up very well. This is probably I got that last section down pretty well, the vertical section. And I could get up here very easily. That took me a while to get down, because it's so blind, you know, I can't see anything. But I eventually learned it, and I get to this section, and then I have to perform these bomb ladders. The key for bomb ladders is you have to stay in the same position, and it's very easy for me to drift a little, and then I lose it. With the small bombs, it's 2 spaces away from the springs, and I get it here. I've ran out of time at least 4 or 5 times here, or died very you know, stupid deaths to the bombs because I was in a hurry. The third section, or the third major section, is the final one. after that second checkpoint. And this one is the easiest of the 3 major sections. It's still not easy. You have to balance the Yoshi bouncing on the saws, the grinders, and that's not super easy because it kind of bounces you off in a weird angle, and it's hard to stay centered. It's easy to bounce crooked and fall, or to just fall off or miss the saw. So you're shooting these bombs with the Yoshi fire. It's a red Yoshi, so he shoots fire, and it switches on off switches. And there I forgot to fire there, so I gotta go back. Yeah, here's my opinion on this level. It's just too much. I think I probably wouldn't have been mad if the dark sections weren't there. You know, they're vertical sections and you're going up, and you can't see what's coming, especially in that middle section with the spikes. It's so hard to figure out. He has indication, but it's very hard to read. Yeah, honestly, it's not a terrible level. It's very hard, but it's not terrible. But yeah, if he had not made it dark, I think it would have been an infinitely better level. But yeah, 87 minutes I think was my record. It's ridiculous. That's probably the biggest, longest record I've had in any of these videos. Although, and I have beaten levels where I've had the full 99:59 is the top. The timer actually stops after that. Going on to the second level, 3D World level. You notice this was only played by 10 people, only had like maybe 11 tries. This is a good level. This is a solid little 3D World level platformer. Not super hard, but it's a shame. It's a shame. You wonder how many good levels were completely ignored. Yeah, there's probably an expert level. A little bomb pipe movement thing. I wasn't fast enough, so I lost. I know I lost. There's a ice blocks up there that I can see that I'm gonna need to blow up. So we'll go back there. Yeah, I'm sure this didn't take me more than 10 lives, but it's a good level. I like this one quite a bit. And then I looked at this guy's profile. This is the only level he made. It got 10 plays. Poor guy. You're never gonna get it. I didn't see how much he actually played, if he liked any levels himself, but you're never gonna get into the game like that. If he had, you know, tried to post this on Facebook or Reddit or Twitter or something, some social media platform, it would have got some love because it's a good level. Yeah, and I feel bad that somebody made one level, was pretty creative. You know, you see other levels like this, but you know, it's the first level. Unless he deleted a bunch of other levels, this is far better than most of my early levels. Actually, all the levels that I still have up, I would stand behind. Maybe not as the best, but if I didn't like them, I'd delete them. There's only one. There's one that I have that I want to at least redo it because I made a couple of mistakes and I have one major soft lock, but I really like the concept of it. But if I were to erase a level, that would be the one. Here's a reset door. Go back. I'm looking. I'm like, I'm not 100% sure I did this the way they wanted me to, because I really don't know what else to do. But I just do a box drop to get into this pipe. Not a super easy trick, but it works. I mean, like no one played this in here. Can't make that, can you? I always got the fake out ending. I kind of like that. That's always cute. But that's that level. Good, very good level, honestly. One of the better levels I've played lately. Yeah, that gets my only heart for this video. I have another one later, another 3D World level that's not too bad. Yep. Poor guy. Come back. See this video and come back. There's still Marios to be made. 4 years on, we're still playing. Yeah. That's how it goes. On to the third level. Mountain climb hard. This one is quite hard. There's a little bit of spike precision. I think his setups are not that great. It's not that bad of a level. I guess I should say it gets a little spammy at a certain point. He's got some basic concepts down. I really want to get up there, but I can't. I know that's the end of the level, really. And he doesn't give me any items. It would have been cleared if that were the case. This is another one that has barely gotten played. I think it only had like a handful of tries. I do believe that he wants me to jump to the right, but it's a very difficult jump, and I could never quite get it to line up right. What I end up doing is he gives me these vines. Maybe the vines are the answer. Maybe that was just a trick. But if you climb up these vines, you can trigger this thwomp. Yeah, because he easily could have prevented me from being able to do this. But yeah, if you use the thwomp, you can just bounce up here. Now, here is my major problem with this level. I don't know if I get to it right away. This spike precision right here is annoying. Partly because my controller is starting to drift really bad. But you're also, it's the night ice theme. So it's slippery, so you're very slow. Yeah, I have a really hard time not pushing right. But the big problem is if you get up here, I do make it on this life. I mess up. You often that winged platform, and I'll show it a couple of times, goes up and down. Even with a max jump, a lot of times you miss that. And I died like about 20 times there, and eventually I got so pissed off about it that I boot it. But yeah, I mean, that's just a bad setup. You know, drop it one space, and so that it's not possible for me to whiff that so bad. And this is a very difficult jump to make too, but I do it. I did fail multiple times. And then here again, my controller drifted a little, and I hit the spikes. I'll never be big on precision levels. I don't know what it is with Switch controllers. They're just garbage. They're all toys. They make them as toys. And it used to not be that way with Nintendo. It used to have the best controllers, but now they're all garbage. And I have a third-party controller, but even the pro controllers that I've had have been garbage. Okay, I finally hit the checkpoint, and the rest of the level is very easy. That first part was the hard part. Here's the spammy part. I don't even know what to say about that. There's just a bunch of garbage, but it's not that bad, really. I mean, it's kind of cute. It's kind of fun to play around with. Yeah, if some of those spikes he had calmed down on, but then somebody probably would have cleared it anyway, so we get it. Yeah, again, we're slippery, so very easy to mess up here. I did get crushed between the cannons once. Yeah, if you can avoid the moles, and I fall off here. I have to respawn that platform. I'll go all the way back. I'm pulling off some pretty good moves here. I'm shocked that I've lived this life. Get on that skull platform, grab that mushroom before it goes away. The rest of the level is just a gimme. There's nothing hard about it. But yeah, it's that one platform placement is what ruins this level. This would not be a bad level otherwise. I figured out after a while that it's the way that it's a vertical section, and it's the way I was spawning it. If I had jumped a little before I went up that way, I think I got it correct. But if you just go the way you think you should, it doesn't work. You always land on the spikes. But again, if they had lowered that one spot, it would have been fine. So I think that's a wasted opportunity of a level. I think it had some decent ideas. I just don't think they pulled it off. Like I said, one hard jump, or a couple of hard jumps, made that level way worse than it would have been otherwise. But then again, it would have been cleared. But yeah, the difference between an expert and a super expert level are those couple of jumps. Fourth level is another 3D world level. The week is not complete without a 3D world castle level. And this one is not that bad. I don't give it a like, and I'll tell you right up front, it's because of the Charvargs. They really don't get in your way too much, but like right here at the beginning, almost always, I think almost always they do that little arc, so you have to kind of wait for them. Levels maybe a tiny bit spammy, but not bad. It's pretty reasonable. Yeah, I really don't like Charvarg. There's no good way to use Charvarg. It's a garbage item. There's a couple of items that they give you that just don't work in any real way in here. Like I kind of got pinned between two of them. If I hadn't jumped, I would have been fine. The mushroom I didn't get. You can't get that one. I just was too slow. Snake block section. Snake blocks are another item that I think mostly don't work well, but this one is not too bad, really. There is a coin trail. It's a little bit confusing, though. But the snake block cannot go through the coins, so you kind of get the idea of where it's gonna be. But also the Charvargs do kind of get in your way a little bit on this section. I will give them props. There is no Meowser. But yeah, remove the Charvargs, and I would have given this a heart. This section, not super confusing, but I mess it up pretty bad. I try to go above the thwomps, but he does have a ceiling there, so I have to be careful not to get crushed. Jump off of there. Now I have to get past it, and there the Charvargs block me again. They're in my way. Oh, yeah, that Charvarg killed me, because I didn't, where it was, I thought there was land there. I thought the Charvarg was over top of land. And I saw the checkpoint, I was just going to damage boost into the checkpoint, but there was actually a pit there. We passed that now. The rest of the level is fairly easy. There is a little bit of an auto-scroll section after this. Maybe would have been better a little faster, but not bad. Yeah, this level really just it just isn't bad. It's not good. I can't remember where this box goes. It doesn't go. It goes a couple of levels down. If he had sped this up, this is like the slow auto scroll. If he had sped it up one more, it might have been more fun. But it's not that bad. I'm impatient. I chose to fall too early. Yeah, you have to wait for the next level to be visible. It does spawn it at a certain point, but it's hard to tell when. Yeah, right here. That's where I fell. It's a little further down than the other levels, so the bottom wasn't spawned. The auto scroll, does that make any logical sense? No, but you know, Mario games, they're platformers. They're not necessarily they're not even close to realistic, obviously. Yeah, this section could have been more fun, but it's not that bad. It's not that long. I think this is the end of the level. Pretty close anyway. We're getting there. Yeah, could have been cleaned up a little, but it's not a bad level. The 3D World Castle levels are often some of the worst. I don't know why. I don't know. I think 3D World, I think the kids like it a lot. And most of the way kids make levels is they just put random crap everywhere. You know, which is fine. I mean, that's if they're having fun, whatever, but it makes for a lot of bad levels. Usually they're pretty easy if a kid makes them, though. This final level combines some of the worst things in the game. Again, twisters is what they're called in the game. A lot of people call them blowy joeys. They're, I don't know, they're janky as hell. You can never say, like, it's hard to even like understand how they work, because sometimes they seem to work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you like walk right through them and you fall right through them. Sometimes you can't get through them. Yeah, I got a little better at it when I was going on, but this first part of the level isn't awful, but I think I did boo it pretty much into there. I got just toasted by the sun, the very ugly, angry sun from New Super Mario Bros. U. I wonder if that's actually in the game. I don't know. A lot of people consider that one of the ugliest designs in the game. I got through this part with a mushroom. Oh, I don't quite survive. Yeah, I think I have to almost get to that part with a mushroom to be able to damage boost, because I don't know how you don't get hit there. The second part of the game, the level, is a clown car section. Clown cars and spikes are a terrible combination. It took me quite a while to get through this. Yeah, if you want to have no fun at all, make a clown car spike section. I did figure out right here that I can actually go backwards, and I thought I might be able to cheese it, but the best I can do is get a mushroom, which I thought would be very helpful, but it honestly never helped, because I never got it very far. But he does block it off. If there's spikes at the top of the screen in Mario Maker 2, you can't go over them. Mario Maker 1, apparently you could. But yeah, if the spikes go all the way up to the top of the screen, it creates an invisible barrier, and you're kind of screwed. So now I have a mushroom. Let's see how much that helps me. I did do this like a couple of times, but yeah. You hit a spike, I immediately lose the power up, and I'm bouncing all around everywhere. I am able to slow myself, and then get through this section, and then I hit another spike, and I'm screwed. Yeah, spike navigation with a clown car. God, that's not fun. My eventual strategy, you do have to get through this bullet section, but you want to boost through this guy really quick when the spikes are not in your way, and then you just go fast and you get to the end. Not really that hard. It took me about 10 minutes to beat that level, but a kind of a lame level. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next week.